this video, we will go over the steps for solving an inequality. Solving an inequality is just like solving an equation, except we're now dealing with an inequality symbol, so like less than or greater than, and then we have to graph it at the end. So just like in a equation, the first thing that we're going to do is distribute. So I'm going to remove my parentheses by multiplying everything inside the parentheses by whatever is outside. In this case, we have an invisible 1 here. So that's going to be -1 multiplied to 8 and to x. So the -12 and the 3x are the same. -1 times 8 would give me -8. And then -1 times x would give me -x. Next, we draw a border through our problem all the way down so that we can keep our two sides separated. This is very important for our combining like terms. On the right side, on the left side, you can see all we have is one term, which is the -12. On the right side, we have 3x and -x. We can combine those together because they are alike. When we combine them together, we are going to get 2x, because 3 x's subtracted by 1 x would leave us 2 x's. Next, we need to add or subtract so that we can have our x's on one side and our numbers on the other. So I already have all of my x's on one side of the problem, on the right side. So I want to get rid of this -8 by doing the opposite, or the inverse operation, which would be adding 8 to both sides. So these two 8's will cancel out or zero themselves out. -12 plus 8 would give me -4. And I have 2x. And then my last step is going to be to multiply or divide. So I'm going to divide by the number that's in front of our x, which in this case is +2. -4 divided by +2 would give me -2. 2 divided by 2 is x. We'll just leave me with the x because 2 divided by 2 is 1. And as you can see, I remind you to watch out for the negatives. In this particular case, we did not multiply or divide by a negative, so the symbol, the inequality, the less than symbol is going to stay the same, and it just comes down. And the last thing we got to do is graph it on a number line. And another reminder is to make sure that the x is on the left side. On this problem, the x is on the right side, and through the symmetric property, we can always flip the equation and it's still equal to each other. So instead of -2 is less than x, we can flip it and say that x is greater than -2. Here we have -2 is smaller than x. Here we have x is bigger than -2. Those two things mean the exact same. So then I can just graph it, sketch out a little number line. I'll put -2 in the middle. -1 will be here, 0, -3. I'm going to put a circle at the number of the x. I won't color it in this time because I don't have an equal to sign. If it was greater than or equal to, I would shade in this circle because that means that -2 would be an answer. And I'm going to shade to the right because I want the numbers that are bigger than -2. Plus the arrow points to which direction I should do my shading. So that'd be here. So any number that is -2 or bigger, is bigger than -2 would work in this particular situation.